Check, sound check. I can hear me. Check, sound check. I can hear me. What if I do that? Is it OBS? I don't like OBS. It is not. Oh my goodness. It's Monday morning, guys. And I don't know what's happening. I apologize for all of this ridiculousness. What if I do that? Then I do this. Oh, maybe I fixed it. 'Cause who doesn't like audio problems? Okay, I think I may check, sound check. I can hear issue. Oh, wow, there's a weird loop happening. Okay, see if I do this. Then I do this. I don't think there's an echo. I think everything is good. There is a smidge of a delay, but that's what happens when you broadcast. Okay. Let's get my chat back up here. Let's try this again. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our regularly scheduled motivation, meditation, and coffee with Kat. Thank you for sticking around through those audio problems. It's Monday morning, and I want to start off by saying thank you for making Awaken Your True Self such a success. I know not all of you were able to watch it live. I know that some of you are watching it on demand, and that's okay, because it was still thought-provoking enough that you guys were able to get some value out of it. Again, I do that program on an individual basis. I do allow groups to do that program, and it can be fun, it can be enlightening, it can also be very emotional. So if there were some thoughts that maybe you didn't want to deal with first thing in the morning, I apologize. If there were some things that you had buried that you didn't want to deal with and now they have come to the surface, I apologize. But at the same time, maybe those are some of the things that you need to heal in order to become your true self. And on the coattails of becoming our true self, first I want to start the Monday like we usually do. We're going to clear denial. We're going to create our veil. And then I want to talk about the removal from social media, how it might have affected you. So let us start off with our classic, clearing denial. So if this is the first time that you are joining us, welcome. My name is Kat, and I am a transformational life coach. A transformational life coach is the perfect blend between traditional talk therapy and traditional life coaching, where traditional life coaching is where someone would be in your corner saying, rah rah, you got this, go team, give me 10 more push-ups, or this is how you do things, coaching you through and helping you achieve the goals that you want. And traditional talk therapy is where you answer the question, how does that feel? How does that make you feel? And I am not trying to remove the validity of either of those two things. What I am doing is I am taking those two things and I marry them together so that not only can we answer, how does that make you feel? How is that a problem? And we can get to the root cause. While I have spent enough time on both sides of the couch, I have also realized that dealing with the presenting problem is great for the immediate future. But if you don't deal with the root cause, that is what keeps coming back to bite you in the ass. So, let's start the Monday off on a good basis. We are going to clear denial. Denial being an acronym for didn't even notice I am lying. And it's not lying from the I didn't eat the last cookie in the cookie jar and your face is covered in chocolate. This is lying to yourself. This is lying about being authentic to yourself and those around you. This is releasing the parts of you that maybe you're afraid to show your family, friends, partner, lover, spouse. So if you are new to this situation, or if you are new to this technique, can be very powerful. We're going to take the 2 fingers of our right and left hands. You're going to find your collarbone, and you're going to find that soft spot just underneath your collarbone, and you're just going to gently rotate. And these are actually acupuncture spots that we are activating. And they are part of our chakras if you are knowledgeable in the chakra energy. And so what I'm going to ask you to do is, while we go through these physical motions, I'm going to ask you to mentally say to yourself the different layers of denial that we're going to be releasing, and then we're going to be taking 3 breaths, keeping our eyes open the entire time. And I'll explain why we keep our eyes open at the end. So to start off, 2 fingers, collarbone, soft spot, rotate. This is layer number 1. I know what my truth is. I'm going to try not to breathe into the microphone because I know that's super annoying. Layer number 2, we're going to take our right hand, we're going to put it on our belly button, actually touch your belly button. You're going to take the 2 fingers of your left hand, you're going to put it behind your ear on what's called the mastoid bone. The mastoid bone is that little bone right at the base of your ear, at the back of your ear, base of your skull, right underneath where your eyeglasses sit. And this is layer number 2. I am willing to speak my truth. Three calming breaths. Keeping your eyes open. Layer number 3, switch. Left hand, belly button. Right hand, mastoid bone. I am willing to listen and to be guided through this process. Layer number 4, we're going to take the thumb of our right hand, we're going to put it on our third eye, and we're going to wrap our hand over our head, so we're covering the crown of our head, And this is layer number 4. I am willing to feel my truth. And this is usually where I personally tend to want to close my eyes and go to a meditative state. Keep your eyes open. Stare directly in front of you. It's okay to yawn, calming your breath. Awesome. Now we're going to switch. Right hand, belly button. Left hand, layer number 5. I am willing to see my truth. And we're going to wrap our head around, oh, look at that nice hair, and I will explain that in a moment. Keeping your eyes open. Amazing. Layer number 6, we're going to put our 2 fingers of our left hand just on top of the crown of the head, like you are a bad ballerina dancer. And this is layer number 6. I am willing to accept my truth. 3 breaths, keeping your eyes open. Good. Layer number 7. Switch. Left hand belly button, right hand top of your head. I am willing to let this old story go and allow a new truth to flow through. Layer number 8, we're going to keep our left hand on our belly button. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to put it over our universal heart, our heart chakra. I am willing to feel my life's purpose. Layer number 9, we're just going to gently cup our throat, or voice box, whichever you want to call this. This is layer number 9. I am willing to speak my life's purpose. Layer number 10, we're going to take our 2 fingers, we're just going to put them on our third eye. I am willing to see my life's purpose. Amazing. So, we have released denial. And while we were releasing denial, you noticed that my hair is all fiddle-faddle-foo. Give me one moment to... Releasing denial with a headset is always a little difficult because trying to wrap my hand over my head. The headband of my headset is sitting there, but regardless, it's totally fine. So, my authentic self, I have Pixel on me. My authentic self is me. I don't dress up for my streams. I don't brush my hair. I don't do makeup. Because the point of this morning's stream was always to give you a alternative to the news, an alternative to the negativity in the world, an alternative to start your day on a positive note. And releasing denial also means that we are releasing the fact that we are lying to ourselves. Releasing the fact that we are pretending to be someone maybe that we're not. Maybe when we go to work, we wear clothes that don't necessarily reflect who we are because we have a uniform. That's fine. But you can still be your authentic self while wearing that uniform. Maybe we need to feel that we need to paint our faces when we go out into the world because society has told us that as women we need to do that. Maybe we paint our faces because it makes us feel better, and that's our true self. That is also acceptable. You know, authenticity is more important than being liked. As long as you're being authentic to yourself, then people who love you will also be authentic. It's the splash damage of positivity that I want to make in the world. And so I start this stream with my nice, frumpy Rakdos Magic the Gathering sweater. I don't brush my hair. I have my coffee mug that unfortunately is sitting in front of the window, and now my coffee is getting cold. Boo earns. But regardless, this is my authentic self. And so while streaming my authentic self, you can then participate with me in my own morning ritual. This is what I do. I changed my morning ritual so I could start on a positive note and I could start my day without listening to the doom and gloom of the financials. And so I decided to share my morning with you. And in return, you guys have been amazing and decided to share your morning with me, which I greatly appreciate. And so last week, we ended the week from the Awaken Your True Self. And if you're not able to join me for Awaken Your True Self, that's okay. I will probably be running it again next month. I think I might run it once a month. Who knows? But regardless, I challenged you on Friday to limit yourself to only 20 minutes of social media and 20 minutes to news exposure. Social media being TikTok, Insta, Facebook, MySpace, all those social media outlets, the Bird app, everything. Limit yourself to 20 minutes of social media and limit yourself to 20 minutes of news. Whether it be CNN, whether it be CP24, whether it be CTV, whether it be CBC, all of those channels, which none of them are sponsors, but if you want to send me free stuff, that's cool too. Limit yourself to 20 minutes exposure to both of those platforms. So 40 minutes, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And how did it change your day? How did limiting yourself change your emotional energies those 3 days? How did limiting your intake of those platforms change your overall attitude, your overall aura, your overall energy? More importantly, limiting yourself to those 40 minutes, how did that change your daily routine? Did you suddenly find yourself like, oh, there's 40 minutes, now what do I do? Or did you find yourself going over those 40 minutes? Did you find yourself limiting yourself to 20 minutes? But then in your head saying, just 5 more. Oh, I've already, I still need to check Insta. I still need to do this. Yeah, okay, you know what? I'll check it tomorrow. I'll limit myself tomorrow because you were addicted. How many of you actually did a hard, fast rule and put a limiter on your phone because you can do that? How many of you actually put a limit on your phone for, here's my social media, after 20 minutes, you cannot access this. You put a parental control on your phone to limit yourself because you know that you wouldn't be able to do it freely. Just take a few minutes and reflect. How did you handle that experiment? Did you even participate in that experiment? Or did you think to yourself in the morning, yeah, that's great. And then throughout the day, it was in your head, I'm going to limit myself to 20 minutes. I should limit myself to 20 minutes. I should limit myself to 20 minutes. Kat had a good point. Oh, look, Insta. Oh, look, Facebook Messenger. Oh, look. How many of you took the challenge? How many of you passed? How many of you took the challenge and willingly say, I failed? Because our authenticity, the whole point of this, is that our authenticity can be affected by the news, by the social media that we are bombarded by every day. The neurolinguistics part of my practice, I teach you how to hear the different triggers and how to rewire your brain, your unconscious, your standard operating procedure. Because if you sit there and you allow yourself to be exposed to social media or you're exposed to the regular media, that is going to tell you who you need to be. That is going to tell you how you need to act, and that's going to tell you how you need to feel. Meanwhile, you can be in conflict with all of those things. If you see somebody, airing their dirty laundry on Facebook, and you don't agree with what they have to say, you are now in conflict, and that conflict is going to stay with you for the rest of the day. Is it going to ruin your day? Maybe not. But it's not going to allow you to be your authentic self, because you're going to be in conflict because someone that you hold value with has an opinion that you don't agree with. And maybe you value them for different reasons and this is a one-off. But if you allow yourself all of this exposure all the time to social media, we have created a society that we always need to be connected. And I know that the handful of people, my friends, you know who you are, we grew up without being connected. We grew up trying to figure out if we called our friends and their parents said, yeah, they're not home. We got on our bike, we rode around the neighborhood, and we figured out where everybody was because of the pile of bikes in the front yard. We didn't need to be connected. So why do we need to be so connected now? My challenge for this week that we're going to talk about is communication and connectivity. What communication are you allowing into your life that is affecting how you communicate? Communication is not everything you say, because only 7% of what we say is actually heard. The words that we say are heard. You are sitting here listening to me right now, but you're not listening to the words. You're kind of. But what you're listening to is the tonality. What you're listening to is the emphasis that I am putting on the words, and that is what's sticking into your mind. That's what's going through your conscious into your unconsciousness. You're not listening to every word I say. You're listening to the calming tones of my voice that is allowing you to relax, that is allowing you to maybe think about your day ahead. And maybe you started off the day very jittery and very uneasy for some reason. The dreams that you had last night left you feeling very awkward. But now with the calming tones and the relaxation, you're able to calm down. You're able to process unconsciously the dreams that you had last night. And you're able to relax. And now that we've cleared denial, and you said to yourself, I am willing to see my life's purpose. I am willing to hear my truth. That's different. Now you have a different perspective of the day. And so, with that, I challenge you to see how you communicate through the day. Do you communicate based solely on words? Do you rely only on the hearing of who you communicate with? Or do you really pay attention to how you hold yourself? How do you hold your body when you communicate? Are you closed or are you open? Your facial expressions. When you talk to somebody, do you have a furrowed brow? Do you stand in the 3/4 profile? Do you look down on them? Do you make eye contact with them? Or are you constantly looking around? Are you constantly looking maybe up and to the left? Or are you not making eye contact with them at all? Are you looking at the floor? Today, my challenge is to pay attention to the way you communicate. How do you communicate with those around you? And how do others communicate with you? Communication is a two-way street. That being said, you also need to take responsibility for how you communicate. You can't be responsible how other people communicate, but you can be responsible on how you communicate to others. So, we've released denial. We're willing to see our truth. And this is why we leave our eyes open during denial, because when we close our eyes, we allow our unconscious to take over, because we allow the visions of our mind to project on our eyelids. We allow ourselves to see what we want to see. And so therefore, when we are releasing denial, we need to keep our eyes open. What do you do instinctively when you see something scary? What do you do when you see something that you don't want to? You look away. What do you do when things are out of control and you need to calm yourself? My friends with anxiety, I'm looking at you. What do you do when you start to feel yourself getting to the point where you're about to have a panic attack, or you're about to freak out, or you're about to lose your shit? You close your eyes and you take a breath. So, releasing denial, we keep our eyes open because it forces us to see. It forces us, while we say in our minds, I am willing to see my life's purpose. we are forcing ourselves to pay attention. We are forcing us to see what we don't want to see. I am willing to allow this new truth to flow through. You're looking at your surroundings, and your conscious mind is now activated, while your unconscious says, oh, is this what we're doing now? Okay, this is my life now. And if you do that every day, you start to notice that being your authentic self becomes easier and easier, which is neat. So, this week we're going to focus on communication. Each week, if you're new to the stream, each week I focus on a different topic that sometimes we don't realize affects our lives as much as we do. And part of my transformational life coaching is bringing to light things, positive, rapid, meaningful results that are able to change our lives. And communication is one of them. So this week, we're going to look at communication and the amount that we distort, delete, and reframe. So, today, as you interact with people, how do you communicate? Do you solely rely on your words? Do you stand in a closed position with your arms across your chest? Do you stand in an open position with your hands behind your back, or with your hands on your hips, or your hands just on the sides or in your pockets? Do you stand casually? Do you make eye contact with who you're speaking with? Or do you look past them? Do you look at the ground? Do you look above them? Do you look at them in a 3/4 profile? Do you look at them? Do you even look at them? And do you solely pay attention, or do you solely use the words to communicate? Or do you also utilize tonality, speech, facial expressions to get your point across? How do you communicate? And yes, in return, how do people communicate with you? And is that a direct reflection of how you communicate? Are they responding to your communication in a certain way? This could be maybe not life-altering, but maybe this will open your eyes to see maybe you have the feeling of nobody understands what you're saying because you're not communicating properly. Or maybe this is where you can find your authenticity. Maybe you have a closed posture when you're communicating because you're afraid of being who you really are. It's these questions that we're going to talk about this week. And feel free to connect with me if something triggers this week in regards to communication, or if you need help in learning how to communicate more effectively, more efficiently. You can connect with me by all of the different ways. You can DM me here if you want. So, with that, we're going to get into our shielding and our morning meditation, because I think we've done enough thought-provoking for today. And, I do want to keep these to a, just a short morning routine. People who do yoga, you don't do yoga for 3 hours. Maybe you'll meditate for an hour of it. Maybe you will, do the sun salutation that takes like 10 or 15 minutes, and then maybe you'll do some yoga nidra after. But regardless, this is meant to just be 1 hour, and you can use this hour for contemplation. You can use this hour for reflection. You can use this hour to participate in the daily challenges. You can use this hour as self-care. Whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the VOD, you can say, screw you, I'm listening to Kat, peace out, talk to me in an hour. However you choose to use this stream is for your use. And no matter how you use it, it's perfect for you. And yes, of course, this is the Monday pitch. I was off last week. Well, I shouldn't say I was off last week. If you missed me last week because I was doing my exclusive Awaken Your True Self, I'm back. And, maybe you can help support the stream. Maybe you didn't realize that I was such a large portion of your Monday morning or of your weekday morning routine, and so feel free to support the stream. You can hit the like and follow button here on Twitch, and you can get the alerts for whenever I go live, and you have access to the VODs. If you watch me on YouTube, if you hit that little like and follow button, not only does it allow you to get alerts for when I go live, but it also tells YouTube that, hey, cool people are watching this video, you might want to watch it too, and we can grow our community. If you want to support me through other ways, you can also join my Patreon. There's a Patreon that I have with 3 different tiers that give you exclusive stuff, and there's exclusive content, and with the Patreon you actually get 1 free session with me every month. And if you guys have noticed, I am all about the rapid, meaningful results, because I know investing time and energy in ourselves is the hardest thing if we don't know what the return on our investment is. We want the return on our investment. Perfect example of this is that I am still looking different ways to help change my body weight. I am still working on my goal for my body weight. It is now January 30th, and my goal was to be 200 pounds. I am on average 207. Okay? I'm okay with that, because my goal originally going into January was to be 210, and I was 212 January 1st. And now, January 20th, I wanted to be 205. Not quite. But January 30th, I'm 207 on average. That's okay. Because you know what? 6 months ago, I was 230. I've still been able to lose 30 pounds strictly by positive life change. That is amazing. Portion control. I started looking at all of those stupid apps out there, and for $50 a month, you get access to all of these things. That's great. But how do I know that I'm going to get the return on my investment when the commercial on the bottom says actor portrayal? I work retail. I know bullshit when I see it, because I am the one who created the smoke and mirrors. I was paid to blow smoke up your ass and tell you, yeah, this is great. So what's the return on my investment? And so as a transformational life coach, I strive for rapid, meaningful results, and results that happen within the first session. There are tons of testimonials that you can find on my website of, after 2 hours with Kat, I felt like I could change the world. After 2 hours with Kat, I had already identified 3 things that I was changing right then and there that was going to make a positive, lasting change in my life. So, that's the sales pitch. Now, let's do some breath work. Let's get rid of the negativity from the weekend. Let's get rid of the self-doubt from this morning, and let's get ready to face this week head on. Let's get ready to shield ourselves from the negativity of the world. As always, I think what we'll do today, we'll try something different, because I'm always about trying something different. Let's create our shield, and then let's go right into morning meditation. because I think that'll be good. I think that will be fantastic. Once we have created our shield, we can then pull ourselves into our morning meditation. And as always, please feel free to give me feedback on if the meditation needs to be changed or if the music, you wanted something different. This stream is for you. So, this is where we switch to the meditation screen. And as always, I invite you now to close your eyes. Take that last drink of coffee, milk tea juice, that last bite of bagel, that last bite of toast, breakfast, and get comfortable. And just let the music take you wherever your mind wants to go. Allow yourself to see the world that the music creates in your mind. And notice the peace and calm throughout your body. Mentally say to yourself, I control how energy and information flows. Repeat this mentally with confidence and resolve. Imagine purple and violet light of divine wisdom and discernment coming down from the top of your head into your heart and into the rest of your body. Have that violet light come out from your chest, wrap around you, and go back into you through your spine. The second layer of this shield is the golden light of divine, unconditional love coming down from your highest source of self-wisdom. Have the light spill from your head like waterfall, wrap around the first shield, and move down to the bottom of your feet. The final layer of your shield is bright, clear light of divine, absolute wisdom and power. Coming down from your source, surrounding your entire body, creating a bubble. The bubble extends beyond your outreached hands and below your feet and below your head, above your head. I invite you now to develop awareness of this shield and feel the warmth and comfort at the divine, absolute power, the unconditional love and wisdom surrounding you. Show gratitude to everything and the intention, I control how energy and information flows. When you are ready, open your eyes and take a moment to acknowledge your surroundings. Take a moment to show gratitude to the day. Take a drink of coffee, that final bite of bagel, cereal, toast, whatever you happen to be eating right now. And just allow your unconscious to be aware of the shield that surrounds you. And once you are ready, once you have become aware of your shield, aware of the energies in the room, find somewhere comfortable to sit. Find somewhere If you want to sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, if you want to sit in a comfy chair in the half lotus, if you want to lay down, find a spot that you can be comfortable for at least 15 or 20 minutes, that you won't be disturbed. And adjust any blankets or clothing or jewelry that you might be wearing that may become uncomfortable as we do this morning meditation. I invite you now to close your eyes. Bring awareness to your breath. Inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Filling your belly and then your chest. And then release, starting with your chest and then your belly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through your nose, filling your belly, then your chest. And at the peak of this inhale, just pause for a moment and let your mind touch the silence. And then exhale. Inhale through your nostrils. Pause. And as you exhale, allow your unconscious to follow the music and take you where it wants to go. If you find your thoughts wandering, that's okay. Show them gratitude, acknowledge them, and gently bring your awareness back to your breath. Thoughts will come as your unconscious is telling you things that it needs you to know. Acknowledge them. Acknowledge yourself and show yourself gratitude. Don't judge. Release any judgments you have, and know that no matter how you do this morning meditation, it's perfect for you. For the next few breaths, bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your chest. Take a deep yawn. If you need to fake a yawn until a natural one comes in, that's okay. As you release the yawn, let your breathing return to the normal pace. Just notice the natural rhythm of the spontaneous breath. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Relax the muscles at the top of your head, the sides, and the back. Move your attention to your forehead. Gently soften your brow. Soften your eyebrows, the eyes, your ears, your cheeks. Unclench your jaw. Relax your tongue and your lips. Bring your attention to your throat and allow the muscles surrounding your throat to relax. Soften the back of your neck. Move your attention to your shoulders. Feel the tension leave as you relax the muscles. Move your focus to your upper arms, forearms, hands, relaxing each as you go. Feel gravity pull them down. Relax each finger, the thumb, your index finger, the middle finger, your ring finger and pinky. Relax the palms of your hands. Bring your awareness to your chest. Soften the muscles that make up the chest wall. Relax your belly and your lower abdomen. Move your attention to the top of your back. Relax the muscles around your shoulder blades, the middle part of your back, and the lower part, all the way down to the buttocks. Relax your right thigh, the muscles around your right knee, the front of your leg, your calf muscle, your right ankle, your right foot and toes. Relax your left thigh, the muscles around your left knee, the front of your left leg, your calf, your ankle, your left foot and toes. Bring your attention to your whole body. Notice any sensations you may feel. And gently bring your attention to any area that you would like to relax further. Scan your entire body as you breathe, letting your whole being settle into this morning practice, and allow yourself to feel gravity pushing on your relaxed muscles. Mentally picture the morning sun rising, feeling its warm rays of light infusing you with beautiful yellow energy. Allow the ribbons of light to surround your body, relaxing it. Observe your breath. Calm your breathing. If you find your thoughts are taking you somewhere else, gently come back to the breath. Feel your chest rise with each inhale. Notice the parts of the body that gently move. Notice your chest and abdomen as you exhale. Feel the parts of your body that move. With each breath, feel the morning energy gently waking your entire body. And notice and show gratitude to any sensations you might feel. Breathe in, sending oxygen to your head and face. Exhale. Breathe, and send life-giving air to your neck, shoulders, and chest muscles. Allow them to take in the air and get ready for the day. Breathe and send oxygen to your entire back. Allow those muscles to awaken. Breathe and send the oxygen to your abdomen and thighs. Breathe and send energy from your breath to the legs to power you through the day. Breathe. Allow the sun's rays to infuse you with the energy you need to begin your day. Now, allow the energy from the air you breathe and the warm rays to begin to power you up for the whole day. Breathe into your heart. Send golden energy to your heart center in gratitude for the beginning of this new day. Bring your awareness to your breath. Remain focused on the breath just for the next couple of moments. Thoughts are okay. And when you realize your thoughts have taken you somewhere else, Acknowledge them, show them gratitude, and gently bring your awareness back to the breath. As you maintain your awareness on your breath, allow your conscious to become aware of the other energies in the room, your pets, your spouse. Extend your awareness to the rest of the building that you're in, the rest of your home, the rest of your apartment. Allow your awareness become conscious of the sounds around you, the sounds outside. Become aware of the contact points between you and the floor or the chair that you're sitting in. Gently start moving your fingers, your toes. Roll your wrists, your ankles, and slowly bring your conscious back to the awareness of the room. And when you are ready, open your eyes. As always, I hope this morning meditation allows you to start your day on a positive note, allows you to protect yourself from the negativity of the world around you. Please feel free to reach out to me if there's anything I can ever do to support you, if you need a personal meditation or if you need to do a detailed discovery. Maybe you want to learn more about your authentic self, but you don't know how. Connect with me. Remember, in Dungeons & Dragons, when a player uses the help action, the other player gets to roll with advantage. And so let me use the help action to help you live with advantage.